Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to kind of a breezy, not so much at the moment, but a 41 degree Wednesday, the 15th of December. We're at the halfway point. Only 10 days till Christmas. Look at Kylie looking at me like, what the? I don't think she realizes it's me sometimes. Are you just getting old on us there, old Kai? But anyway, the 41 degrees actually feels quite well. Even though it sounded like there was some sleet in the rain hitting the tin roof of the carport here. All right, let's start off hump day. Man, that's what, 5th or 6th train we see today? They are flat. I think they're in a gridlock. Several of them just parked, just Amtrak's whipping through them, and that's cool. Big train day. Well, Mama,
yes,
that was a very wet, but it was safe. Yeah. People weren't being crazy. There's always a couple here and there, but
yeah, for the most part,
nothing to write about. Nothing to save video on the dash cam or anything.
No.
Which is good.
Yeah.
There I go, starting the video and getting to golf again.
Uh-huh.
I think we're just sitting here, that last part where probably the quietest.
Yeah, where you just sit there driving and
all of a sudden you pick up a camera and just start. Well, anyway, Mama, have a wonderful hump day.
You too, Huck.
And I'll see you in the passage.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So I spoke with this gentleman today. Seems like a very nice dude. Kind of a serious bummer that his dash failed on it. But before we write, you know what's interesting is it comes with everything. I remember when we first got these, you had to take the rim around there off and take the glass off and had to replace it. It didn't come as an assembly. Pain in the butt. Now it comes complete with one exception. It doesn't come with the BRP logo on there. Crazy. Why would you go to all that and miss that one part? Who knows? That may be just all they have on hand. These things are so old. Maybe that's just the way they have it now. So anyway, let's plug her in before I write anything to it, because I got to marry this thing to this bike. So the bike won't run or do anything like that, but it should be able to do all the electronics and stuff. Just want to verify before, this guy shells out some shackles for this thing that, well, I know this is what it is, but you never know until you know for sure. Okay. So it's just sitting in its hole. It's not popped in. I don't want to do anything to it if it's not going to work. This ought to be really interesting. There is so much information that goes through that dash. This thing ought to freak out. But I should be able to check turn signals, flashers, and we know the flashers work. Dad uses a different circuit because the key doesn't even have to be in the bike to turn that on. Anyway, you ready? So it'll be fun. Oh yeah, we got ABS, VSS. One of 55 faults. Oh my Lord. Watch this thing, it's gonna go nuts. What is that? ABS. I don't know if it's gonna go through all 50. Yeah, one of 55 fault. Maybe. I don't think it's gonna go through all of them. Oh, we're here for one main reason. I was enamored by all the faults. All right, you ready? Let's kind of get them both in here. I know this is going to work. You know it's going to work too. Imagine that. Look how clean that dash is. Them things get haggard after a while. There's our right winky dinky, a winky in. Left wink, dinky winking. It's weird that the reason I know this is it is because there's enough whatever's failed with the turn signals buds is still able to see this dash, and it's able to see my inputs. It sees my left, it sees my cancel, it sees my right. So it sees every button I push. And input goes into the dash, does its magic, and it comes out. Well, it's not coming out. Input's going in, but it's not sending the signal out to the dashes. Now, even one of the service writers is going, well, why does the flashers work? Different circuit. Just using a different circuit. That's why you can turn that on without even the key being on. So I'll pop this dash all the way in. We'll hook it up the buds and clean a whole bunch of faults off of this thing. Oh, I gotta plug this back in anyway because oh look, the beeper doesn't work either. So even the park brake beeper doesn't work. It's amazing how much information is being stored and using that dash. I remember, that was many years ago when I went to school for these things. Them talking about, this being a major module for the bike. That's why when people, that we've seen people find these things used and stuff like that. And, oh, you know what? Did I save a buds? No, he wrote it. I need to do another buds file and save it. And I can print out all the information. So, because these don't transfer mileage data, unfortunately. So, if he ever sells this thing and has to deal with DMV, he'll have a report showing that what the mileage was. It's a detailed report from BRP. I think it's quite a few pages of a printout, but I think I can select certain things so he's not getting everything. Well, I'll print him the whole thing. So I need to hook old one back up, do a buds report, save it, and go from there. Oh, just so and a dadgum dash. Be very kind to your dashes on these, well, all the twins. There's a lot of information being stored in there. There's a reason why we had this dash in stock. This must have been a return at some point, because this dash is what threw the active code, the communication error, and it will not, you cannot put it back in. It's absolutely rejecting this dash. That would explain why we had one in stock. But just somebody, there's a story behind this one. So that dash is not going to work. This poor guy can't get a break. So the dash that we had was returned and another one was ordered. Doesn't that just raise some serious red flags? Why'd the customer return it? Did anybody, we don't normally, stuff like this, you don't normally take back in because of things just like this. And, it's just to, kick you while you're down to order another one that's back ordered. Good Lord, this poor guy. And he's new to spiders. This is all new to him. So, bummer. Not having a good experience right out of the gate. That's unfortunately, and I don't mean anything bad or nasty by this, but you buy, a 12-year-old vehicle. This was the second year it was ever made. And you do a little research on these things. I wouldn't buy one. I love the way this thing runs. It's fantastic. As long as he keeps it up, and inevitably it ends up in somebody's hands, and they try to do their own services. They use the wrong oils, do a bunch of wrong things, and they just don't. These things have rules. The 1330s, there's very few rules other than put BRP oil in them. And I've definitely had some bikes that are on trips, and they went somewhere and there was not BRP oil in there. Holy moly. And it was somebody that works on spiders that done it. Yeah, you ought to see the transmission codes and stuff that triggers. Do not put anything but BRP oil in there. This is just me saying. I don't represent BRP, the company, but they'd probably pat me on the back for saying it, but I'm just telling you. You put anything else in there, your days are numbered. I've just seen way too much over all these years of these things. The BRP XPS oil, never a problem. Don't, you have problems. So, anyway. This thing's run so nice. It's fun to ride. He's got the backrest and the bags and everything on there. We'll get the dash thing sorted out. It just bums me out when, especially when they get old like this, parts become a serious problem. When things do break, then, yeah, you could be in trouble at that point. So we'll see what happens. They'll do some research and find out when and where and whatever for a new dash. But there's some secret behind that other dash. Kind of explains why we had one in stock. Somebody knows something. So what? A little bit. I got to mess with this thing. Got all the framework, all the wires starting in their place. I ran out of zip ties, and that's where I get interrupted with this. I went up there and said, hey, the guy said go ahead and put that dash in. So I have to leave this part and all the zip ties out because I'm replacing this intake. So that goes to the lock for the gas tank. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. It's not worth messing with. There's a body part that's on back order, there's a hose on back order. So this has just been kind of a piecemeal thing to the fill time. But yeah, all that's on nice and sturdy. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the preparation for navigation out of, because I haven't even put this thing together yet. So while this is open, I'll make that really easy to route the wires and get to that dadgum coupler that's in there. It's always so fun to grab. But yeah, there we are. That took longer to do that than what you might think, but it's not that big of a deal. Everything's all bolted and secured. And once I get the navigation hooked up, then I'll put the dash and the headlight back in, because that just leaves a big old hole in there. That's nice. Really nice. Well, I think we're about at the end of the day. It's time to roll out. So we'll say goodbye to the Beamers and the Spiders until tomorrow. Of course, it's going to focus on the rain and not outside. Come on. There you go. We're sitting outside the BMW Indian side because I had to back up because we put
Stuff.
more Christmas stuff in there. And there's some creeper walking around out here. And so better safe than sorry.
Yes.
Just back it up, lock it, put your stuff in, lock it, go get some more stuff, put it in.
Isn't that so pitiful?
Let's head home, Mama.
All right.
Holy moly. How do we keep doing this? Still ain't fixing none of them lights up there, are they? If you look, that one on the left is on, just barely glowing. Times we're in, we can't even fix our lights anymore. We'll be late as heck getting home tonight. Well, hello there, YouTube. We're just cutting up with each other like a couple of knuckleheads.
He's goof.
Man, had so much junk in the back of that CRV that it made it sink, and those.
I know, it's kind of going like this.
Yeah, those LEDs were a little bright. Yeah,
sorry, everybody.
Yeah, I have to turn the high beams on going down the back roads.
No?
Turn the high beams on, they disappeared off the road. They shot straight up. That's good Lord, just in the horse and dog food, it's over 200 pounds.
Yeah?
That was like a fairly good sized person sitting all the way in the back there.
Yeah.
Plus all the other junk we had in there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus whatever she got me for Christmas, literally had to use a hand dolly. That's why we parked where we did.
I'll never figure it out.
No, I can't figure it out.
I know it keeps going, was it this? Is it this?
So we just backed it into the yard all the way up to the sidewalk by the front and got an old hand dolly and drug her up the stairs. I said, does it need to go in the garage or is it something that goes in the house? The house. but we can put it in the garage and wait. I said, no. I guess it's got writing on the box, and I can see what it is.
I had to
So
tape
had
it all up.
this weird bagging all over, and I go, what in the world? Oh!
It's all right. It didn't hurt.
Switched legs, and I took my heel and caught her. Lucky your leg didn't go in there. I just gave her the old
right in that
little rubber thump on your kneecap test there.
Yeah, reflexes. There
Yeah.
we go. Couldn't think of it.
Maybe you have none.
Yeah, see? It's just a dead leg.
That one should have bounced. But anyway, excuse me. Another super quiet day down there today. But I had fun and tinker around. Then, of course, all the Christmas stuff was coming in first thing there this morning, trying to track what goes to where. I had the tracking numbers and our names on it, so I don't open one of her boxes. She doesn't open one of my boxes, going to her. It's crazy. I'm not going to open up 2 Amazon. What is it? $100, $110 a year or something for the Amazon thing? I'm not going to open up a second one.
It's the same address. You should be able to share that account.
There probably is a way you can do that.
Yeah.
Look in there. But if there is, I'll have 500 comments. Oh my God.
Didn't you know? Well, please let us know. Yeah.
I wouldn't have said it if I knew.
Let us know.
But it would be nice to be able to split them up so that she could get her own tracking numbers. I get my own tracking numbers instead of looking in the same cart and holding your hand over the little thumbnails.
Yeah, don't look at the emails.
Luckily, when you use your phone, a lot of times the thumbnails, it doesn't say the description, it just shows the thumbnail, so you can kind of hold your finger or whatever off to one side and scroll through there. I just need a tracking number off of this.
Yes. Makes it difficult.
Yeah. Oh well. That's most of it. Just a couple 3 things now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Christmas.
I know.
We haven't physically walked in the store and bought a single item this year, have we?
Nope.
Every Christmas gift, literally everything came from Amazon, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, one of them did. You guys will discover that at some point.
At some point?
Yeah. A little extra something I got the little woman.
He's silly.
Yeah. It's heavy.
I don't need nothing.
Yeah. All right. I think on that, we're going to roll out. It's not quiet it is out here.
It is. It's very quiet. Yeah.
No ASMR out here tonight.
No.
All right.
But I did want to say, Kevin and Nicole, congratulations on your upcoming wedding in April. I'm so happy for you two. That is so cool.
Weddings are cool.
They are.
Yeah, it's such a special time.
Yes, we wish you guys the best.
Nice.
But thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, now that both her and I realize tomorrow's not Friday.
I know. I really wish it was Friday.
What?
This has been a very
you thought it's Friday,
week.
Tomorrow, didn't you? I said, yep.
I wish.
Those happen sometimes.
Yep.
Anyway,
We'll
till tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
All right. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.